Hello. Hello. All right. Well, I didn't finish my coffee yet, but we'll just yap for a little bit, I guess. So, plan for today. There's gonna be 2 streams. So stream 1 is just playing the game. How does blindfold run work? I can't see the game at all. I literally like have a blindfold on. Asuki, I assume, is writing something. I saw that. But yeah, essentially, I'm just like blindfold, right? And then Opum is gonna read me my card selection and the enemies on screen. And that's it. Then I have to play the game. I have to tell him what to do. So if I forget what cards are in my hand, well, sucks to suck. That's unfortunate, you know? Oh god, the silent character. Okay, at least we're done with that. But basically what's gonna happen is I'm gonna play like 2 runs. Maybe 1 if this is really long. And then we're going to record the podcast off stream, and then once we're done with the podcast, then I'm gonna go live again with Opum. Yeah, well, we're not gonna do like fully strict blindfold rules like we did in Spire 1. I don't think like you have to memorize enemy patterns. I think I'll just have him read what the enemy is doing. Because do I even know the full name of like all the enemies? Maybe not. Like I think we gotta baby it a little bit. Like Spire 1 we could do it, you know, Spire 1 we could do like hardcore blindfold. Setup relics are also gonna suck. Do I know the name of all the relics? No. Yeah, still have to remember your health, still have to remember like how much gold you have or whatever. Yeah, the ancient rewards. Yeah, I'm exactly like I think I'll have him just read something. Yeah, Decim Millipedes are gonna suck. Holy crap. AoE fights are already hard unless you can kill something immediately. Mention the podcast. We have not recorded it yet. It's gonna be on my channel. I'm gonna post on my channel, and it's gonna be like everyone else is a collaborator. It's very likely I forget my relics, guys. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna forget my relics, okay? Like it's just gonna happen. But I don't know what else you can do. Like you're playing blindfolded, okay? If I make it out of Act 1, that's a dub. I think honestly, if I make it out of Act 1, that's the hardest part of the game anyways. With any amount of accuracy at all, people will be like, holy shit. Like they're just gonna be like mind blown, you know? So that's the goal, is to at least make it out of Act 1. Hopefully we can get a dub. It'd be kind of crazy to just like one-shot it. Yeah, patch notes are nothing. It's literally nothing, so we're not gonna talk about it. It's just bug fixes. Have you done any episodes? No, today will be the first one. Nave got sick. We were gonna record last Sunday or whatever, or I don't know, last weekend, and then it just didn't happen because his voice is fucked up. Random character, I'm gonna select. I'm gonna try to give myself the best chances to win, okay? Like, Inspire 1, we did all the characters blind, but in this game, I don't think we're there yet. Like, I don't think I can play blind defect, okay? Like, memorizing which orb is in which slot is already really fucking hard. So, it's gonna be really rough. Podcast be live stream? No, we're not gonna live stream the first one. We just want to make sure we can, like, work out some tech stuff and make sure that it's doable. Okay, let's try over explained run, I think, because I don't have like a ton of time today, so maybe we just do one really long run. Okay, this is basically nothing, and this is also just kind of like really bad unless the map is super scary and I need immediate power right away. So usually just writing that off. I think when I see the early store here, it's just not even like a consideration. So that really just means I click the transform and then I figure out what to do. The fact that I have like somewhat of a realistic path here, and even if I don't do that, I have like this, and there's a fire before the first elite and then fire right after. So if I hold resources or I have enough HP to brute force this elite, then I'm always like safe afterwards. And then pretty much same deal here. And usually there's no advanced hallway with these 2 question marks. If we happen to get an advanced hallway here, there's not much we can do about it besides just play better. But in that case, then we at least have high potion chance. So if you want to be super, super safe and cover that, then you can do this. But that seems a little pessimistic to me. I guess we'll see what the transform is. If it's really like not great, then we might have to do this, because this still can take this path and still get on the good timeline. And the ultra good timeline is taking 3 elites, right? And we can go here, maybe sometimes with just 2. So yeah, let's just transform 1. I think it's always strike here and never defend. I don't want to take chip in the hallways, and losing the defend just means we do that. So okay, not amazing in terms of like a hallway card or anything, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't expect this to like really save HP, but it's not the worst thing of all time, and later on it scales pretty well. Yeah, so this is exactly what I mean, right? If this is just a defend, then it's better. Obviously, this would have been a strike, so we can just pretend that every time you draw it, it would have been strike, and then maybe you're not so upset. If I want to foregone conclusions, we will shuffle out Falling Star, which means I never need to play Venerate. And I kind of do want to have Falling Star next turn, because it's very easy to kill then. We do 8 plus 9 here. 17 and then 1 more strike. So we'd be able to play the defend, Falling Star, strike, strike, and then kill. Problem is that takes 1. So is there something better to not take 1? I can put this on 18, which is not a good number, because it doesn't die to Falling Star plus strike. So then the question is, do we want to hit this before turn 3? And maybe the answer is yes. 26 damage is exactly Falling Star strike strike, but I'm probably not going to play that. We can see if we top deck. There's not really anything we can top deck, to be honest, to change. So I think we just play strike on this guy, and then next turn we just decide to kill here. And we take 1. Next turn we have at least 1 block guaranteed. 2 would be ideal. Obviously 3 is more ideal, but I'm not going to get too greedy. And I want to open Falling Star for next turn. No reason to take 1 here. Dexpot is not great. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Foregone Conclusions does actually open lining up your combos more often. So we can take the Royal Gamble. The main consideration with this is, do I need the block card? Because this is significantly better in the short term, since we have no star payoff. All of these are honestly very pickable here. This is not great yet, but will become strong. But I think I want the Royal Gamble, and against Laga, it's probably the best option as well, just to store up as much stuff. I don't think the shop is worth a consideration because we lose a fire, and the fire feels like it probably saves more than the shop. So we'll be greedy since this is floor 1. I think if I was floor 2, I probably don't take the gamble. And we get owned here. No, it's not great. Foregone Conclusions doesn't actually get to play gamble next turn always, but it can increase odds. I think we're better off just playing strike though, because we always like just want to hit here. That's also fine. Can just kill next turn. Guaranteed to draw our attacks here. Okay, attack potion is excellent. This is just Gatherlight, no contest, I think. We don't need Star Gen, really, because we already have the Royal Gamble, and there's no payoff anyways. Pale Blue Dot just never procs right now. It can, but Foregone Conclusions is basically the same thing. And it's not strong yet anyways, so... Take the Gatherlight, should save HP in the hallways, also gets us more stars. Maybe sometimes we play that into another Gatherlight, and then we can play Gamble or something. But it should just save. So I can draw everything here. That's probably what should happen. There's no threshold, I believe, here. Yeah, I don't believe there's a threshold, so no need to strike. And I do want to draw all my blocks, but yeah, I mean, it's most likely that we draw everything anyways. I need to just make sure I drew a defend. This is kind of like drawing defend as well. I want to get this out of the deck. Fortunately, taking a lot of chip here, but that is what the fire is there for, right? And we'll see how the events go. Doesn't matter what I pick here, because I'm going to draw everything. Next turn it may not die, but that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. As long as we don't take chip here, happy. Spectrum Shift kind of solves every long fight, which like solves the Laga, and also our deck's just not good right now. It needs the upgrade, and it's another bad thing in hallways. But I don't care enough about Guiding Star, and Knockout Blow is just not really considerable here, I don't think. We have nothing that plays with it. It's also just not great. Probably just Spectrum Shift, right? We can upgrade it, as long as this isn't like HP loss here. Advanced hallway in the question mark is not what you want to see. But we do get enough stars on turn 1 to play Gamble. Not that it does anything unless Spectrum Shift generates something that generates attack cards. I could also pot, but I think if you're going to pot, you pot on the turn that you have vulnerable. And then you might get destroyed, so... Yeah, not even... I'm willing to throw Dex Pot here, but it doesn't even seem that worth it. Do I just attack pot? Spectrum Shift with HP, I think, will solve the fight. So maybe we just save our HP, and if we don't get a good attack card, then that's okay. This fight can be quite rough. I'll take this. We have no star payoffs right now. And Foregone Conclusions. Just a little bit of extra draw to try and get Star Gen with the Gamble. Gatherlight or Venerate both work, so probably do that. And also just line up more Vuln turns, basically. Okay, we do get it. I could Spectrum Shift here. I probably will. I think I take the 1. This guy can scale out of control, and we don't have any damage in the deck. We do have this Guiding Star, but that's not really good enough, I don't think. Is it worth trading here? We aren't guaranteed to get out of this fight at all, but I will block one more time. If this hits really hard here, then I need to get out. I can prolong 18 block here and not play Guiding Star. If I play Guiding Star and draw into exactly Falling Star Strike, then we can kill. I think we just prolong our block here and not take chip. And we basically get another turn to chill. Okay, that does it. Crescent Spear, yeah, I don't care. Okay, no attack cards that I really care about. My attack pot is gone. We don't need Furnace. It does a similar job as the Spectrum Shift here. So really the consideration is, do I take Solar Strike? I could see taking the Crescent Spear. Not really. I mean, it's only 10 damage. It's not enough. Let's take our 9. This is really sad, but I think I need it. Okay, not. This is very good. We have nothing to spend our gold on, so I'm gonna spend my gold. That's insane. Yeah, super, super good. Okay, so we get an advanced hallway in one question mark, and then a very good event in the other. And now we can upgrade the spectrum shift to make it playable in hallways, which is very important because this deck doesn't actually do anything. Not yet, at least. At least that's retained. I will deck spot here. We were gonna be here a while. And I believe we hit this guy first since he's going to have highest damage output throughout the fight. And this guy's second because HP is lowest. Not that we really have payoff for this, by the way. But just not having to redraw it is good. And I don't have to play Venerate anymore. Would I like to draw an attack to work with the Vuln? Kind of, but... I need to hit this guy before he multis me again. I don't think it's enough of a consideration to play Foregone Conclusions here, since we can't actually pick what we're going to draw, and Vuln is worse in this fight because they're going to get shields. So it's like, I don't even really want to hit the same thing twice. Okay. This seems very clear. And now we just play the hand. We don't need to care about it Venerate at all, so there's no real consideration here at all. Just hit this guy before he multis. Solar Strike will do it. Deck spot is actually saving quite a bit here. Anointed, that's pretty awful. Block should be played. This plus Strike will kill. So that seems clear. Then we put a Strike somewhere else. Maybe just on this dude. Maybe we can kill it next turn. No, we can never. We have to block. I mean, we can sometimes if it cooperates, the spectrum shifts, but this seems clear. And then we think about whether we need to play the 9 damage or not. I think I want to block the 7. We can put something on top. Let's put a defend, I guess. We can immediately rest, which I will be doing, or we can go here. If we happen to get a 1% low roll by getting 2 advanced hallways in the question marks, then we do get that, but like, I'm not going to play around that, I don't think. I don't think we're doing this either. I really doubt this is happening with the way this deck is looking. It beats Laga, but it's it has good long-term value with the Royal Gamble and the Foregone Conclusions and the Spectrum Shift, but we have not seen pieces to make it really good. And the Transform 1 means we're like up a card remove, basically. So there's incentive to just sort of live. If Spectrum Shift doesn't print anything, then we probably need to play this, and the redraw is good, right? We just go very low, but we always have a defend next turn, but that Spectrum Shift kills, and the Solar Strike redraw kills. Doesn't really hit me next turn, though, right? So we still have this problem. Playing Eternal Armor is not possible. Could die here. Pretty unlucky to get the advanced hallway in the question mark and also get kind of owned. Solar Strike going in. I will flash the steal first here, I think. Just to see what it is, because yeah, we can hit here now. To block a bit. Could Anointed just to not have that in my hand next turn. Or I can do 2 damage. 2 damage is very rarely relevant, but sometimes can be, so... Question is, would I rather just not have the brick? I would like to just not have that in my hand either. I don't want to redraw the Anointed either. So it's kind of like getting to... Okay, Equity is excellent. Could Foregone Conclusions here, and then we line up with Vuln now. I do brick... Not brick, but I lose 1 card draw here. But that's okay, we can hopefully just kill this one and then be safe. Just take our biggest damage, I guess. One off. Nothing to draw here that matters, so we should just play the strike, right? We always have to. Then we can put this here. Okay, we are probably not dead. So I have to rely on Catastrophe. I should Vuln first, though. If it blocks, we can play block lines. That technically always lives. So we can Eternal Armor to live on 1. Or we can just say any attack 9 damage plus 9 damage is also not enough. Wait. If this plays 1 block, that's also better, right? So it's only bad if we get exactly Foregone Conclusions like Strike. That's the only bad draw. And then we die. But that's incredibly unlikely. It has a chance to save a lot more HP, which I think I would like. Okay, that's automatically just better. Terrible Potion, usually bad Relic here. Collision Course. I mean, click the damage card. Also, we have Pillar of Creation as like Giga Open with this. Okay. I think we risk this being an Advanced Hallway. Hey, if you're nothing, you a sub. Appreciate it. I've heard you say that combat into combat is 1%. It's data mine. It's not always 10%. It goes up if you do not get a combat in the question mark. Well, we can take our 42 gold if we want because I saved the 6 HP. I think I'm just gonna take my clumsy though. That's really sick. Okay, also really strong. 100% resting here. And I imagine that the other elites are just easier than the eels, right? But I don't think there's anything else other than this. Okay. Speedpot can play here. Do I want to gamble? Probably should instead of playing the thing. I want to play Foregone Conclusions to just draw my stuff because I'm getting hit next turn. And if I don't draw defend, I'm like insanely sad. Maybe I just don't care then. But then this turn is like defend, Falling Star into Foregone Conclusions. I guess you don't care about gamble because we have no star cards anyways. You just hold this, it doesn't really matter. I guess there's like this, but we can technically draw into something else, but I'm definitely playing that. Do I want to do this damage here? Do 9? I think I will. Need to push a little bit here. Foregone Conclusions is pretty bad here. We can do some more stuff if I want to speed pot this turn. We're not taking that much right now. So could see speed potting like next turn. Makes more sense, I think. Well, actually we full block and then we just put like defend on top or something. And that can always be speed potted then. Hard to make progress here. Okay, that's very good. The order here doesn't matter because that's damage cap anyways. Speed pot probably gets used soon. Scrawl is pretty decent as a redraw. And I believe that now we just have guaranteed lethal, right? I can secret tech something to spend stars? Not really. This already procs off of 1 use of Royal Gamble, which is enough for me, I think. Okay, Gun Horn's excellent. I think we just rest again. There's no upgrade I really care about. Collision course is like kind of decent, I guess. Glow. We're relying on Spectrum Shift to kill the Lugga, which it doesn't feel great. Glow is a speculative card we have no payoffs for yet. Seeking Edge to deal with like some Act 2 nonsense, but the exoskeletons are kind of problematic, and this doesn't really help there. I guess we have Gremlin Horn too, so we can just say that that's our AoE solve. We don't really have single target damage regardless, you know. I think I will take the Glow as speculation here. Is there a pity counter on pots? A soft pity. It just 10% goes up if you don't see a pot. Starts at 40. So 40, 50, 60. And then if you see a pot, it goes down 10%. I don't love patter here. It's not horrible, but I don't love it. We just rest again. We need time in the Lugga for the thing to solve it. I don't really want to walk into advanced hallways. Like, we don't have good potions here. We're not seeing good cards, so everything is kind of bad right now. We just need to stall until we see something. Okay, Gather Light makes a lot of sense here. Maybe Star Gen or something. I don't really care though. We can just take Falling Star. This will proc here. Should have played Falling Star first. That's my bad. Lost what, 3 damage or whatever. Just gonna full block here. Not much to talk about. Gonna full block again. I don't think I need to play bomb here. This guy's kind of a loser, and I have card gen to deal with the dazes. I said he's a loser, and then he destroys me, or what? True no blocks. Can just play Foregone Conclusions and get out. It's not so bad. Okay, that's another play of the thing. Rocket. Quasar. Quasar into upgrade Quasar gives us more chances to roll our way out of something, and also gives us payoff for the Royal Gambit to actually do something, and for something the Galactic Dust to do something. Makes sense, right? I just need this to be green, basically. Oh yeah, it's very good. This doesn't really change anything right now, obviously, but it's not hurting my current HP, and the Glow Water could be really strong if we were like worried about Lugga, but I think with Quasar, I'm not as worried. So yeah, full colorless solve basically here. We just try to get our powers in play and play Quasar. Problem is that I don't want to play that yet, right? So I should keep, I should do it like this, basically. That's not terrible to keep in this fight. Also, I don't mind having an Equi. I probably should have played this first, so I could spend energy differently, but I know I wanted these powers down. Equi is easier, I think, to make use of here. Eternal Armor is going to be hard to find a time to play it. Could play it on the turn with Galactic Dust, maybe, actually, on the redraw. It just needs to kind of happen, like, now is the problem. That's okay. Yeah, we can block now, and then, like, Speed Pot. Eternal Armor blocks the turn we play it, and Quasar could block as well. I don't mind speed potting here, in this fight in general, I should say. If I play Glow here, there's a chance we miss the thing. We do not. We actually get better. Okay, really relying on Quasar here to do something. Just need to loop that. That's decent. Finesse is very solid here. Lets me play the Eternal Armor. So yeah, I think we just play that. We do need to start pushing damage soon though, because we haven't gone through its HP like at all. And it's gonna debuff us soon. Very good. Just counter the debuffs. Yeah, Quasar going in. We full block already, basically. I want to play this. I would like to play this to not take any chip. Question is, do I play Stratagem? I don't mind it. We can always like pull Finesse or something. We can also play Foregone Conclusions here, but it doesn't exhaust this. But I don't want to really redraw this, to be honest. I could see for sure wanting to do damage on the off turn though, next turn. So maybe I just do this and push. Here's a boulder. We could play that. I could pull the garbage here and just play the boulder. Yeah, so just pull the stuff I don't want to play. And can play that. Otherwise, I can go in a bit. I don't want to use my Galactic Dust though, so yeah, what if I just play my boulder? And we just sort of block. Don't really want to draw all my defense here because I can speed pot next turn. I don't need to most of the time though, but yeah, we can sit around now. We have plenty of time now. It's very decent. And I'll try to shuffle these out to draw into Vuln now before I play the Hatchet. Not enough damage to warrant speed pot yet. This is a big block. Another Finesse. Can just block for a while in this fight, for sure. Do I need to play this? Next turn we have Finesse still, so I can just push damage, I think. This is a very, very long fight here, which is kind of funny. Can finally exhaust this if he wants. Just Stratagem immediately plays next turn. And retain your hand build. Debuffing now again. We can push damage really hard here, and then maybe the boulder kills basically. Push damage before I get debuffed. Yeah. I think we should be good now, right? If we just have it. Boom. Okay, pretty cool act one. It was very scary for a little bit there. But we managed to steer correctly. Deck looks quite interesting for later. Needs a bit of fixing. Big Bang. Pretty much never a bad thing to have. One of the best cards in the class. Lets us play our powers more easily and gets me into Royal Gamble more easily as well. Like if you upgrade Big Bang and then you have Gather Lighter or something that generates 1 star, can play Royal Gamble immediately, and then that's blocking as well. I think these other ones are just not good enough. Heirloom Hammer is just basically never, and Beat into Shape also, we don't have any synergy with this. We're not attacking very much. We're kind of sitting there right now and planning on just blocking. The idea is to Fresnel Lens, add blocks, like maybe get a Bulwark or something, and then sit around, let your card generation solve the fights. Shrimp. That is kind of blocking every fight and starting with 1,000,000 stars. And now we can click all the star payoffs. So that is definitely a super strong option. We also could do this, which is the same thing. And then we can also play the Royal Gamble. This is like kind of like +1 draw though. It's just less control, like using the Royal Gamble on a turn to block that you want to block with a Galactic Dust. And Driftwood is strong, but I want immediate power, I think. I think it's too scary. I don't mind having the +1 draw, kind of. The Royal Gamble becomes useless then, or the upgrade. I could also like Foregone Conclusions start, or we can kind of get mini toolbox by playing Quasar, right? Yeah, it could be interesting. But Gamble seems like we just make 1 billion stars, have 12 stars or whatever, right? Seems too strong. We don't actually have any payoff yet, by the way. There's just no payoff right now, so that is like the bigger thing. Like our payoff is Quasar, which I would really like an Astral Pulse or something. I'm probably shopping here because I'm a little terrified for my life. And hopefully by the end of the act, we will not be terrified, but at least for now I am. Okay. Yeah, we don't get this really anymore, so that's maybe a bad thing, but please solve the fight for me. No. Well, a block card. I could definitely see just speed potting for 5 here. And we have no reason to play this now since we can play it with Vuln later. I assume that we will not take damage aside from this in the fight. He should just die, hopefully. Definitely need that back. This doesn't matter what I click here, really. I mean, it straight up just doesn't. There's no way to set this up better, so we just kill. Speed Potion came back. Okay, here's a Bulwark. That's exactly what I was talking about, and now the deck is much, much, much better. Because we actually can sit around and block quite nicely. Sadness. Okay, we can take a second Royal Gamble because that is actually kind of just block. And we can always play it now because we have 12 stars. There's also the Astral Pulse I was talking about, so I think we're just buying every card here. Pillar of Creation is also really sick here. Because generation, and we will probably have more generation. So it's kind of just like block every turn. The hammer is kind of not good enough, right? But yeah, we can do Pillar, Bulwark, Gamble, and then not have enough for Pulse, which sucks. So maybe I don't buy the Gamble because we don't actually have payoff yet. Astral Pulse needs to get in before I think the second Gamble is that good. This is just purchased. So yeah, you can do this, or this. I think the Astral Pulse is kind of needed here. The Worms of Doom are definitely coming, and short fights are definitely a problem for us. Even these scrolls in Act 3. Pretty horrifying. Very good shot. That should make us safe, but this is why, again, you have money into Act 2 and then save it for fixing your deck's problems like that. This does block. I guess I will glow first, though. Falling is our first makes a lot of sense, right? Cannot actually kill anything. I'd like to weaken this guy, though. Okay, don't need to speed pot or anything. Being multiple bulwarks is always good. Not always. I mean, saying always in this game is just a trap in general. Could Catastrophe. Don't know why I would do that. I can just make a big sword. I imagine that everything is dead here, by the way. This 26, and then this guy dies, and then everyone's happy, and I play Quasar to increment Galactic Dust. I technically could sit around and block to try and increment that more, which I don't hate the idea of, to be honest. Because we have a turn free here, for sure. Yeah, okay, good enough. I don't think I'll try for more, but honestly, it is probably safe too. Convergence is excellent. Retain is just incredibly strong on this character. It can let us play Galactus whenever we want. Can let us line up like Astral Pulse in a good turn. Can, you know, do a million things. It's just this character really loves Retain, and these other options are just not good. You could take Supermassive for like slow scaling, but we have slow scaling basically with this, and with this, and with the Quasar. So I think what I'll do is probably just go here. We're strong enough to fight now. And I could maybe fight all the elites. Having the fire before and after makes this pretty safe. Bulwark into Forgone, probably. One Astral Pulse is blocking with the thing. So if I want to do that, I can. And I think we just take Convergence on the off turn here and then play some powers. There's no need to rush anything here. This is gonna block every turn now, and that will also block next turn. And maybe you can come up with something. Yeah, this is just gonna block 10 million. I don't see any reason not to play this, right? Just get debuffs, and then what we can do is pull Big Bang even. And just go in a bit. We will block full, so I don't need to play Bulwark if we want to just push damage here. If we just want to swing the sword. Could also wait on swinging the sword, but not 100% clear. Next turn's pretty bad, actually. So maybe next turn we swing sword, because this turn kind of sucks. Can draw into something here, so I can put defend in to try and redraw it. If we draw it on top, we can just put it back on top, but I don't want to draw the attacks. Okay. We can play whole hand here. Might as well just do this. And the blade gets played if we want. Okay. Can just swing. And Convergence probably sells a fight because we can always Bulwark next turn. Just gonna try to increment this a bit. Put the sword on top and fight's over. Can't really increment this at all, I don't think. I mean, we can technically, but it's not worth doing. No, I placed for debuffs. Our debuffs from that fight came from Shockwave, which is, you know, not consistent. So I think we just take our debuffs because we have no star payoff to do it. And this is already upgraded, which is something I'd want to do anyways. And Kingly Punts is, like, again, doing the same thing that our deck already does, which is slow scaling, solve long fights. And we just don't need that. Chanticleer with perfect fit. Normality in this deck when I retain so much is not really all that great. So while I would love this, I think we can't actually remove the normality at any reasonable period, and then we get kind of owned. I think Shrimp goes before we draw our hand. So you still get 3 cards after if you draw it on first hand, but this is kind of just nothing. Could do know that I placed to chain debuffs. Could see that. Could also put like any card gen or something, or even the Convergence to hold stuff. I think I just want debuffs. That's never going to be a bad thing. Unless we exactly get Shockwave out of the thing. That's a very strong upgrade. This is a decent upgrade. Not super needed, though. I'd rather work on my block, I think. Okay, the main thing right now is that killing the Entomancer is going to rely on card gen a lot because our actual deck right now doesn't do it. We can block a bit, though. So maybe I just make the block better, and then we can sit around for longer. Kind of same deal for this guy, to be honest. Just take the 15 block, yeah. It's not going to play yet, but it will later. Could also see using speed pot here or something. Okay, we will take a hit here. Speed pot can get glugged though. I don't think we ever really care that much about this potion. If we get another pot, then it's just a waste of 5 HP. It's not likely that it's going to be more than 5 in this fight. Let's play Falling Star. Fortunately, I can't hit with like a strike or something. Would really like to play Spectrum Shift instead of defend here. I could also use this, but I think I will accept taking a little bit of damage here, because we're likely to want to use a pot the next fight as well. That's good if we're trying to sit around, which we are. Convergence is always played, of course. And then we can do star stuff here and then do this, or we can hold this for next turn and get value out of Vuln. The main consideration is that we're going to shuffle out whatever here. So if I don't care about shuffling in these cards, then I should just not play them. But I don't think I do care. So I think we can swing the sword and swing the axe and then hold these and get one-time burst, but not have to redraw. This also is block, by the way. Just play hand, basically. Don't need to think too much. Can do 10 damage or just play automation. Can't imagine it's super relevant. Which decision we made there. Salvo, just keep chaining retains. We do take damage this turn, so if I want to try not to take damage, I can pull like a defend. Okay, sure. Oh, I forgot that doesn't go until after. That's fine though. I can play glow instead then. And just foregone. Draw all of this next turn. We have Vuln with the axe and then whatnot. And it's perfectly set up on 9. What do you mean by blindfolded? I will be not able to see. The idea is that someone else reads the cards off to you. Glitter Stream with Fresnel Lens is kind of crazy. There's also another pillar. If you just want front load block. I have 2 bulwarks though. So maybe I'm down to take more scaling. This would be the last block engine piece, but I think it's incredibly strong here. That's insane. Well, the Glitter Stream would have been really happy with that, but that's okay. I think I'm down to take another fight though. And I did get another potion, by the way, so good thing we use the speed pot basically. I can also rest here. I don't think there's any super critical upgrades. Something like Convergence would make sense if you have star problems, but we're really not spending that many stars. In a long fight, our scaling is not coming from stars. It's coming from Spectrum Shift, really. Yeah, the map layout is described by the person reading. One time, basically. It's pretty hard. Like, you'll see. It's pretty similar to what we were doing in Spire 1. Okay, I can Falling Star, but I waste my Galactic Dust here, which is the problem. So I think we don't do that. because the Vuln is probably not going to matter that much yet. We need to take a while to like scale damage, and the block, that's just better than weakness. Okay, we can just pull like Bulwark and Star Card and maybe like Convergence or something. We can play one card before, or two cards before I play Bulwark if we want, so I can do max damage here. I tell you how much HP you have and how much the enemies have. Only the enemies. You have to memorize your own. Anything you can discern, you are not told. Bulwark is first for max block, I think. I think tentative idea here is to play both defense here and then Big Bang. Take a little bit here, but that's fine. Pillar into these things is just like doing full block. Can put the sword back on top. I don't think that's very good, but we could. Don't mind having the flash around, even though it's not like exceptional or something. Should play defend, but don't need to play it yet. Can do this. Glow or debris. It's kind of similar, and I don't really care about the solar strike, so why don't we just play this? It's one card I have to draw into either way, really, but this way I can like sometimes ignore it. Quasar first, just to see. And then maybe know that I place into like a big attack. Jackpot. Another flash is a bit weird, but can't really play this, huh? Can't kill, so we play glow first or what? Can do defend. Should be pretty chill here. Basically everything blocks. I'm just gonna try not to use this. As soon as I say that, I could have killed with this, by the way. That's okay. Glitter stream. It's back. It doesn't seem that necessary. Could take another Astral Pulse. I don't think we care about that either. Worst case, this goes kind of bad and I just bail. But I think what we're doing is just resting there, right? I don't have any like super important upgrades. Like I can pick more star cards because I have the shrimp. And we do have some star gen in the deck as well. It's not like upgraded or anything, which eventually maybe we want to do if like we need star gen going long fights, but we haven't needed it. That's just like such a big number. Summon fourth is kind of just mid. The number is not big enough and the effect is not good enough. Oftentimes, like in first deck cycle, you just play this and it says Forge 8, nothing else. That's just not good enough as a card. I just don't need to draw the sword again. I can just hold it. We can play other things. We're going to have a lot of cards to play with Spectrum Shift and with the Quasar and whatnot. We have energy sinks. The question is, do I want the glitter stream? And it's like kind of giga. I think I take it. This rest is likely unnecessary, but the worms could do something in a horrible draw order, so. Okay, this fight's probably free. Nothing to talk about here. We just play the cards. Fasten is full block. Kind of insane. Like, we do have to do damage at some point in this fight, but it doesn't have to be, like, super fast. Drawing both bulwarks here is pretty bad. I guess we just glitter stream. We don't play the sword, so I need to block a bit. And that's not enough to let us play another thing. That's a terrible draw. We bricked our weakness, our big bang, our gatherlight, and our defend. So I miss Pillar of Creation block. We miss fasten block. We miss regular ass block. We miss weakness. We miss literally everything. I have this, I guess. Not the worst thing. This will just draw through the dazes, I guess. Doesn't matter what I pick here. Should be a bang to shuffle here, I think. Ultimate defense scaling, kind of sick. Because otherwise I put dazes in right at the top, and that's not exactly what I want to be doing. Yeah, hard to push damage in this fight without getting owned. Card gen deck. Ice Lance is kind of sick. Could also just take Reap and play it. It's a lot of damage. Quasar is wasting my block here, but I don't know what else there is to do. We could play Bulwark. Of course, we just hit this guy with a Vol, I think. Yeah, Quasar, and then there's no star payoff here anyways to proc it, so seems fine to play. Jack and just roll for stuff. Makes a million cards. Could fasten. It's likely to just add a bunch of dazes, though. Or sorry, catastrophe. I'll just make a sword. Big. This could be pretty painful here. Luckily does not look like it. And that's blocking a million. This is blocking a million. We don't play foregone conclusions, but that's the scariest turn, so that is the biggest reason to do that. I will play this. I think we want to scroll through a lot of the debuffs here, so I'll take one. Or not the debuffs, but the statuses. You know what I mean? Prep time to shuffle. Is it worth playing 15 damage? For 3 dazes? Probably have to at a certain point. Technically could use this for reach. This fight it this turn can be scary. We can pot here to kill. Which I think I will do, right? Actually, we cannot pot to kill. I lied, this is prep time. So we block. And put this back on top. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. I think I probably can survive there with better lines. That fight is not a joke for Regent. And also that deck is not able to push damage in a fight like that without getting lucky. But you guys, not scary. I mean, it's just not. Yeah, drawing both the bulwarks in the same hand was pretty bad. But I think there's something. Maybe I just don't play the 15 for 3 dazes. We just like never add statuses. Not sure. Calamity Pulse. I guess, yeah. No, that's a line. That is true. Thought maybe it was just dead, but it can do something. Wait, did this sword get discarded from just like overdrawing? What happened? I actually didn't pay attention to that. Damn, that's a... that's so cooked, actually. I didn't even notice. That's super unlucky then. Ah, no, it's not unlucky then. Big Bang with 10, yeah. I didn't realize it would do that, actually. Interesting. Well, we have time for one more run. That run was cool, yeah. Yeah, the potions don't do anything there, I don't think, because if I convert energy pot into damage, I'm really just adding statuses, and I think the bigger problem is I'm not drawing my stuff. Yeah, I mean, I just need to not discard the sword, right? And then it's dead. Calamity Gen. No, you're right. I kind of just thought it was cooked, but I should play Calamity. Man, Calamity's so weird. What a weird card. Imagine I do Blindfolded, I generate Calamity. You think I'm going to remember to play it? No way. Regen's very strong. Please do not overreact. This deck was very slow, but most Regen decks are not. This was a very big low roll inside of Act 1. Pretty awkward. I could have taken maybe Cloak here instead of the Gamble, but I think the Gamble was strong later. It's just that like this fight was horrible. And we saw really no damage for a long time. I think I could have held... Could I have held my attack pot? I wonder. That was like the biggest thing, right? Also, we got like 3 speed pots and dex pots. Yeah, pretty weird run. I mean, you can win this run. Don't misunderstand me. I did not think this was unlosable at all. But, pretty unlucky still. We could take another Astral Pulse here, but the Entomancer is pretty awful. If we can't push damage in first cycle because the deck is slow, then it gets harder to push damage in future cycles because he adds more debuffs. Don't need to waste the Bulwarks there, I think. But yeah, it's pretty unlucky that that happened. Need to just slow down a bit more still. It's really hard to just yap the whole fucking time and try to play good though. Like that run is pretty long just because I'm talking so much. Gotta say brain power for later. I have not had this yet, by the way. But I really want to play with it. That's really strong. We do this first, and then... Well, taking that. Regret is a very bad curse. We will be removing it at all costs. Especially on this character, it's just not acceptable. Production helps to get rid of cards in hand, but... If you get dead off this, you lose by default. That's not true at all. That's such a crazy overreaction. That does not kill you. Then you have a curse that just makes you poor. Okay, whatever. High roll into low roll? You mean low roll into high roll? What's the... Where thank you for the sub. How do you remove it? Why do I care? That's what I'm getting at. Is like, is it really that important to remove? So seems fine. I mean, yeah, it's like Ecto Swap, except you have 2 Niao bonuses. Like, how bad is it? It's not even Ecto Swap because you can get rid of it, right? Like, it really doesn't matter at all. You have 2 Niaos, so like, yeah, I have I'm poor, but like I'll change my money for 2 things. It's probably just so right. So Grave Warden's a great card to have transformed into, but I think it's just this. Speaking of which, you got dead. Okay, now I'm just rich, and yeah, who cares? Literally, who cares? Prowess? Dexterity on this character? That is going. I'm not even gonna think. Shackles is excellent. Invoke salvo combo. Lethality. Lethality so, lethality unleash, lethality everything. Lethality salvo. I mean, okay. I think it's just Gorget, to be honest. That like looks so insane to me. And then probably lethality. And we're just broken now. Yeah, removing is insanely overrated by a lot of people. It'd be great if I could retain that. Next turn has a lot of block though. Be fine. Also, lethality with the extra strength is actually pretty real, and I want to upgrade the prowess. Debilitate is purely speculative. It just says like deal damage on it, which is maybe not so bad going into this elite. We have no pots. That's the bigger thing. We low rolled that. Wisp is terrible here. I would skip over Wisp. You have production already and then like 0 cost, extra curse. Like, how do I play Wisp? What does it do? Debilitate is probably just in. I just like a damage card that has much higher ceiling. Just need to be able to like kill these guys because this is pretty bad. I want to do 7 damage. Not really. No. Can wait for lethality to play this. Can also just play it and then play like Unleash or something with the lethality, but the bench is not blocking that much here. Okay, I mean, just play hand. Funny that you actually should play this here and not on the guy that's multiing you. Okay, so unfortunately we're getting hit pretty hard here, but I think 1 hit goes here unless somehow this is killing next turn, which I don't think it is. And then this guy doesn't hit me next turn. This guy does. Bodyguard into it. Seems good. And we can just kill. It'd be very hard to pick on 5 damage. It would not. It's still pretty easy to pick. The effect is just crazy. It doesn't need to do any damage. It would still be picked. Bonebear is excellent. That's insane. Do I want to take pull aggro? It's not the most inspiring thing of all time. I would like another block card. I've seen Nave's Necro tier list. No, but it probably is pretty legit. I doubt I will disagree with him on very much. We open dance, but I would rather have delay. I mean, yeah, the debilitate effect is just so much better than Grave Blast's effect. Grave Blast effect, who cares? I don't care about this, right? We do have production, though. What am I upgrading here? Prowess? We don't need it. I'd rather have an expensive block card to play with my decks, I think. Is this anything? No. Upgrade lethality later. So I want Scourge to open something. Not really. Snap doesn't even scale with the strength. The way we kill the boss really is lethality and then scale Austie. So we need like bodyguard upgrade probably. I don't think any of this does anything. That can do something, but not doing anything yet. Lethality versus bodyguard. Maybe bodyguard now. That definitely needs to happen before the boss. Immediately rewarded. I mean, either upgrade would be good there, to be honest, but... Okay. Kinda unfortunate, but... It's alright. Ostie's still alive. Just gonna play that because I don't want to redraw it. Just kill. Vuln with the debilitate and lethality if we're like super scared. Am I super scared? Not really. Also, Potion of Binding debilitate's interesting. I don't think there's anything, right? One of the elites is completely free. Skulking Colony. And then, the other one... I imagine we stabilize as well. I would like to not use this potion here. It's very strong for later. Okay, so I could do this with the debilitate active and then just hit it for a lot of damage. Don't mind. This is stronger for later, I think. I don't think I want to hit this guy yet. Is that true? It doesn't have vigor right now. So hitting me on the Vuln turn maybe is completely fine. Like, I can full block, of course, but are they going next turn? Eh? Like, we can go in with Unleash and then try to redraw Unleash. It's pretty likely. It just has vigor. But I imagine we have enough ouch HP that it doesn't matter. Having prowess is pretty sick here. Actually means we do damage. Whetstone, don't click yet. Countdown to open Doom synergies and also maybe do something against this boss. Melancholy if Aussie's gonna die. We don't have bone shards though. And it's pretty hard for Aussie to die. I think we just take the countdown. Can open like no escape or something, and then we have like Gorget for hallways a bit. So upgrade is fine. Redraw this, doesn't do anything. Never like owned this guy this hard, to be honest. So it was dead, but it just doesn't matter. Negative pulse with the smooth stone and the thing, just low energy block card. Plays a bit with that. I mean, not really, but like it's fine. It does something against the exoskeletons in Act 2. I'm not in love. Sculpting is like pretty bad usually. The fight has to go very long. Perma weak. Where is weak? I don't see any weakness. Where's the weakness in the deck? Negative pulse is kind of just whatever, right? We should be fine. Bring in. This guy is likely extremely free. Thank you, Gorget. Thank you, Gorget again. Next turn drawing this could do something. Sure. And shuffle and defend. I don't mind. Damn. Owned. Ow. Reap with our thing? I don't know about that. Capture Spirit's like okay just to cycle, I guess, and plays a bit with the production. Sure. Trace Spot's nothing. I think we just upgraded lethality. And this guy, worst case, you have to pop, but I really doubt it. It's gonna wake it up. Damn. It's okay. These guys have to store some Austie stuff. I just want to get my other powers in play. Okay, cool. Just hold this. My plating ran out, but his plating also ran out, so. Do I want to play that? Not really. I just don't think I want to redraw it. They did make Capture Spirit give one less soul, but yeah, it doesn't really, I don't know if it affected very much. They immediately reverted it. I don't know what their idea was there. Capture Spirit's been very mid. Eradicate with lethality and with prowess. It's pretty interesting. It's a Giga Reap. Shared Fate is a little bit weirder. Eradicate's way more fun. That's the other thing. So thoughts on the Misery? It's very good. Yeah, and by very good I mean not very good. It's very bad. We don't have debuffs. It just doesn't do anything. Only does something in AoE fights as well. I like Shared Fate. There's my damage, and we have like not a lot. We can sit around and block forever though. Like we have 3 decks, like freaking footwork plus on this character. Like let's just block. Brightest Flame. Well, I already clicked. Okay. Can we start another run now? Time to lock out and die. What the? I didn't need to use that, but we would have still taken damage here, so. The card. Okay, yeah, let's go next, guys. Next, please, next. Is it worth playing? Wow, I cannot talk. Probably. You clicked +1 energy in Act 2? I've clicked it. It's not been good. A very interesting run, guys. Very interesting run. And by very interesting, I mean not very interesting. But hey, here we are. Sleight of Flesh. Is that good? Oh god. Okay, this fight actually could do something. Probably should have potioned. I will Brightest Flame in this fight though, for sure. Ow. Where's my Bone Brew now? What the hell? Honestly, probably should have just Powder Demise, but now I have Sunk Cost Fallacy, so. Yeah, these guys are annoying for sure. We're okay now though. Obviously one of them's dead. All the powers are down. Somehow this card just does 10 billion damage now. No escape. Yeah. Also, this does 1 billion damage. Why? No escape countdown. I mean, I talked about this. It's not crazy yet, but it's fine. Why don't we just go here and then shop later? Fetch, sure. Not amazing with lethality, but you know, I'm not gonna say no. Gorget to play this, probably worth. And now it just takes 18 bajillion damage every turn for some reason. Ow. Do my absolute hardest to not play Brightest Flame here. Do not be small. Why does that do damage? Why? Wisp is a little more pickable now, but I don't think so with the Brightest Flame. Which I will be upgrading, I think. Insane upgrade. What does blindfold mean? Literally put a blindfold on. That's pretty much what it is. Sleight of Flesh into play debuffs. Like, I will not be able to see the game. Someone reads to me information and then I have to memorize it. It's like blindfold chess. That's the best comparison. So that's not great. I think I would be draw potting. Still not great. I will be using my Brightest Flame. You best believe. What the hell? Why did I bottom deck all of my cards, man? Well, are we dead? Unclear. No one ever won? No, we won all the characters except for one. And I got 3 clad runs to heart. I should have won. It was like 8 hours into the run and I just got owned. But yeah, every character's been beaten except for Clad. And Opim kind of beat Clad, just it was segmented, so like not really. Are we dead, by the way? No, not yet. Or now. Damn. The Brightest Flame into lockout and pick some like random garbage and to die. The classic. What do you mean beat Clad? Like no one won the run blindfolded playing Clad, but I should have won. That was a horrendous draw order. I probably have enough time to play one run as long as I go quick. Yeah, Opim will tell me like what cards I draw and whatever. Yeah, really terrible draw order in that fight. Bottom deck every important card and use a draw pot and still get owned. But I mean, that's what happens when you stop caring about the run and then you just lock out and you die. Like I literally said it and then every run, like every floor is just like no longer thinking, just click, 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 click. Time to gamble again? That's insane. That's literally like freaking insane. Shatter. Oh my god, that's like the best one. What? What the hell? That's crazy. Farming right side, I guess? Cloud and regions. It's I will say for sure that just generic advice is very not useful in this game. So your best bet is to just watch runs from good players and then try to think through what you would do before they do it. So you can either like watch VODs and pause or ask specific questions. But yeah, it's really too situational. I can't tell you without looking at like what you're doing. I don't think I need any of this, right? Yeah, I don't think any of this is good. Consider doing some videos where you analyze runs you lost? Right now, no. In the future, when the runs are hard and that's why I lose, yes. But most of the time, if I lose, it's because I'm not paying attention. And that's kind of the problem with the current game right now, is it's like, I think if the good players are like actually locked in and playing correctly, well, I mean, you saw Open got a 20 streak. The game is just like too high win rate to like really care that much right now. Like if I'm playing last run correctly, I don't lose that run. That's what I'm getting at. This can kill here. Yeah, nice. Chill, broken? I have to go a little quick right now because I have to be done by 7. So we have 50 minutes to win. I have a bit of AoE, but it's not the most appealing, I'll say. Could take turbo. Or is a lapse of attention? I mean, the second I click brightest flame, I just like don't think anymore. I'm just clicking cards on vibes. Like there's no thought into any lines about when to potion, what cards I'm drafting. It's literally just like, okay, I no longer care. Just time to go. Show this insta win? Nah, it's not insta win at all. It's strong, but not insta win. And if I'm paying attention, it's probably insta win. VM, it says blindfolded later, not now. Like, do I take the no escape in the last run if I think about what can kill me? No. And then I don't die to the worms of doom, you know? Because I just don't need the no escape, but I'm just not paying attention. I'm just not thinking at all. It's like the second I die, it's really obvious what went wrong, right? But of course, like if you're not actually paying attention and seeing that before it happens, like you're just gonna die to random shit. And that is most deaths for most good players, I would say, in this game right now. It's impossible to lock in. I mean, we can talk about that in like podcast or something, but I think everyone is having that same problem. Like all the top players are just like no one's paying enough attention because the runs are just not engaging enough. Yeah, 50 minutes. No, I know. We go fast. Also, this thing is so strong, by the way. Like, it's so insanely strong. How does it brick, dude? I don't get it. It doesn't, like, you can't even get, like, the downside of this, you know? You just get the upside. So you just get this plus transform 2. Like, what? Huh? Silly. Silly. I don't think I need to, I need to take turbo and then I can play, like, my expensive crap. And also hologram. Conch lava rock? I mean, sure. But I have 2 relics. Isn't that fine? Seems fine to me. Wow. We've upgraded hologram without upgrading it. I'll probably upgrade it later now. So, ow. That is just not that bad, guys. I don't know. I think people are overreacting to being poor. It's not that important in this game. This turn is pretty weird. I'm just going in. Problem is I don't actually kill now, so I have to like block this hit, which is like really shit. That's the worst draw. I knew it too, but I did it. It's so weakened. Clone Crescent Spear? The Crescent Spear is never in my deck in the first place, so no. God, the void of doom and evil. Normality early game is completely free. Yeah, normality early game is completely free, so that's just non-factor entirely. I think people just have an aversion to curses in the first place. That's insane. Compact with my turbo hologram. I don't know, man. Yeah, that's annoying, but then I have two, like, if that's my punishment and I have 2 Niaos, like, I'm just strong as shit, you know? Like, would I spend, like, $200, $300 on a Niao? Yes. Aren't all the Niaos worth, like, that much money? That's what you should think about, right? Like, how much money is a second Niao bonus worth to you? With no downside. Because the second one never has a downside. The downside is the curse for both of them. So it's just insane. It's completely insane. Gopher here with like the hollow or something. Big chain. The eels probably can't do it to us. I don't think. Just gonna upgrade. Big orb? What are we saying? What is big orb? Murder with sharp should just add 2 damage on top. I don't think it should add more than that. Large capsule? I mean, you technically don't have to click it. That's one thing. But even if you get that, like, how bad is it really? I don't know. I think people are just over-exaggerating. It seems just completely busted to me. Okay. Glacier card. Or you can take Refract. You don't kill the boss very quickly. Turn 1 is solved, I guess. I mean, even if you have to click it, whatever. Then add 2 Niaos. I don't know. Maybe they took the skip button out, but who cares? If it rolls mid, then it rolls mid. Who cares? This is definitely character dependent for sure, though. Some characters I just don't want to curse on. But they said it's the worst Niao. I will ask Nave myself. It seems incredibly broken to me. Probably Regent's the one I want to curse the least. It should work the good way. Actually, well, hit the wrong guy. Okay, I may have misplayed a tiny bit then. Hopefully I don't get owned. We did not. Bulk up. Losing orb slots in this deck is a little weird. because then I can never cook a Dark Orb. Who do you think is the strongest class? It's been silent forever, basically. I think another streamer's refusing to click file holster. I don't even know what we're saying, though. What are we saying? I don't know what you're talking about. Guess it like plays with Ice Lance. I mean, I'm not caring about this. This card is not something I'm building around. It's the Dark Orb that's gonna kill the enemies, and then if I don't have the Dark Orb slot, then we're sad. But I probably still take it. But you see orb slots with some frequency. These guys should just be destroyed. Not playing null here. A little weird, but is this live? Is what live? What is the expectation here? I'm confused. The incident. Yeah, the incident. Popper, excellent. Iteration for my turbo. Ugh. I think the beam cell with the bulk up, it makes a little bit more sense. We just don't have that much to play with it, but screw it, we're back. Beam cell's back. It's on the menu. Hello? The hell? Focus strike with my frost and I upgraded or something? I don't know, it's pretty weird. It's not the worst thing of all time. It's a little worse after I play bulk up, but first temp focus. It needs to be green. Beam cell also wants to be green, but this fight's kind of weird. Zap here. Just want to push damage in this fight. We have kind of a problem here. We do not. Crossline's performing better. I mean, it's 3 cold snaps. I kind of expected it to do about what it's doing, to be honest. It's like, it's pretty strong. Yeah, not playing Shatter in this fight, I don't think. I'm doing bulk up here. order, by the way, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Oopsie. Maybe we take like 1 extra point of like getting hit or whatever from this, like 3 more damage or whatever. It'd be pretty tragic to get killed. I can never die next turn if I kill now. Cross signs or defend both live. Also, it's weakened. Am I stupid? For some reason, I thought the weakness didn't carry over. Maybe it's like killed with the attack itself and then the weakness went on this. But I've thought I've had a situation where it hasn't. Voltaic, yeah, complete garbage. Ice Lance number 2 gets a bit better after the Ice Lance number 1, and you just play Ice Lance, Ice Lance, Ice Lance, I guess. Helix Drill. Defect rares, man. Ugh. Damn, my Voltaic, guys. Shit. Should have thought about this. Voltaic was already like pretty bad, so I don't know. I mean, 6 random upgrades here like rarely hits only basics. I mean, it's not possible for it to hit only basics, and like these are good upgrades, but that has to just be like a million times stronger. Okay, this is another thing I just don't want to play. Another run I just don't care about. Hey, I'm gonna need that back. Kindly requesting it. Any shatters? Not even gonna look at this because I would take a second glacier here. Barrage with my bulk up. It works both ways. If I play bulk up, then it's better. If I don't play bulk up, it's better. That's cope, but what if it's just not that bad? We fill orbs really easily. Yeah, I've not had the Giga Potion built into the like refilled pots every fight. Could take iteration for like the B dude. Sure, whatever, man. This is what I mean. I haven't thought about if that can kill me or not. I just did it. But if you're locking in, then you think about whether or not that can actually kill you. I should have done Shatter first. It's okay. This also works, I think. Correct. And now it dies my Giga Dual Cast? What? Ow. Uproar? Wait, no, where's my lance, dude? Oh, uproar into double ice lance. Shit. We missed it. We missed the crazy combo. I didn't want the double shop, so I didn't want to do this. And I wanted the fights before the question marks for information about what I can do in the question marks. If I lose life and there's like a life loss event, I want to know. If I don't know how hard the fights are going to be or how much HP I lose, then we have problems. I don't think I need any of this unless you say Blood Vial. But there's a store coming up. Okay, the illusion of choice, the double store. Capacitor clicked. Damn, the barrage, my bad. Skim is just in the bag, I think, and panic button. Panic button just says panic button on it. Will we buy Snecko? Fake Snecko? Hell no. What? Yeah, ain't no way. History course for the Ice Lance. I didn't think about whether or not this can kill me either, but here we are. Either this or the having to carry the brick, but surely it would not do that, right? I mean, I have 6 pots to carry the thing, so like, yeah, surely, right? And here's I just don't potion because I'm too lazy to think about it. It's perfect. I got a panic button and then it dies. Yeah, I just basically don't know what would happen in the question marks, and I get information from the fights, whether it's like I have to use potions or I can save potions or whatever. Okay, I don't know what any of this does. Lantern key is here. Fortifier can work on turn 1, but the blessing pot's kind of meh. Okay, I guess we dodge this now. I just go here instead. And try to farm and go left. Yeah. Man, this guy's upgrading beam cell in the big 2026. What the hell? Weekend. Is it dead? I'm just gonna pretend. It is. Okay, sure. Bottom deck to all my frost. I have found all my frost. Heart of Iron immediately. Darkness. That's insanely sick. Fish. Oh god. Yeah, I actually don't think we're that bad in this fight, but it's not pretty for sure. This is a fight where you need to play good lines. And am I gonna play good lines right now? Just kill us next turn, then we never get like owned. Damn, that sucks. I mean, not much to do about it, low key. Turbo iteration. Good potion here if you are scared at all. Remember to not die? I would say I'm trying, but I'm really not trying that hard. Guys, what the hell? Come on. This fight's so messed up, man. Where's my Ice Lance? What the hell? Yeah, he really does have like way too much health. I mean, maybe not way too much, but like he has a lot of HP. Shatter will just completely own right now. Potions here. Why did I take the other one? Anyone just taking 2 capacitors because they're like wanting to get money, even though it's bad? I know it's bad, but just simply do not care. Frost. This guy's gonna give me draw cards in my deck. What an idiot. I really should be using a potion, but it also just doesn't matter, so. I forgot this gets shuffled out. Should I hit one more time? I can hologram something, but so don't care. I have healing immediately, and then the millipedes I can throw 8,000 pots at, which surely is like good enough, right? Surely throwing 8,000 pots at the millipedes is good enough. And then we walk into next axe with the holy. I can't play that, by the way. I mean, I can if you are dreaming. If you're out of your mind, you can play this, but it's pretty impossible. The upward deck, it's true. It really is true. The upward deck was kind of, it was going in. Zolcast was better first there, but... Ow! How could this happen? Should be setting that up, but damn. Chilling. Also making money everywhere. Okay. Is it time to do anything? To respect the enemies for the first time ever. Probably. Shatter here is a little weird. But I guess it's dopamine. Also, nice pen nib. They would have just like all died. It's fine. Yeah, this is where I die for not glugging. We're rewarded with a focus potion that wins the run on the spot. Very interesting. Okay, well. It's not actually good. I want to kill this guy first, I think. Ow. Where's my puzzle? Also, I'm pretty sure I just like overscaled to shit, so like we're fine here, I'd imagine. The starter is not amazing, but I did add like 8,000 powers to the deck to make it not amazing, so that's kind of my fault, you know? Surely we can't just like dive with all this in the belt, right? No way you'll catch me using my focus bot though. That's a killing endgame. That's for the test subject of Doom. That fight's actually horrifying. I don't know why I felt the need to play that, but sure. $8 bajillion focus. Why is that subject hard? It just punishes decks that are slow to scale or do damage, which this deck is. It's like fine to do that, right? Because like we have to let Dark Orb scale up and we're just like kind of blocking, but Test Subject punishes you for doing that. So it's like punishing exactly what this deck is trying to do. Which like should be fine though. Do you ever want to focus Big Claw? Yeah, sometimes. That guy's dead as hell. Okay, if I die because I don't do math, that'd be pretty funny, but let's not. $28 incoming. What? How could this happen? If we make it to next act, we just win. So honestly, I should have been using pots. And if I die here, it's going to be really sad. But I just like really doubt it. Okay, still 4 potions intact. We can take creative AI if you're scared of the test subject of Doom. Creative AI in this game feels really weird though. But I kind of just want to get the money. Hello, Opum. One types of situations. It's basically like turn timer. Like if you are never going to be able to kill the right claw by the second time it booms you anyways, then you can just hit left because it does more consistent damage. Yeah, Lantern Key of the Gods. Do I really need creative AI for Lantern Key? I don't think so. I want to take Flat Cannon for some reason for the Knight of Evil. Whatever. AI's insane with the class and subroutine? Yeah, no. Absolutely not. That card's way better in Spire 1. That's boring. Well, we need to go to a question mark to cash out. And I noticed that there's not really that many. I just like, I don't know if that's correct, but a lot of the powers in this game are just not good, I will say. Wow. The Giga weakness, by the way. Like, what is this? Can someone explain to me why this relic exists? Like, what is that? I would just like take no damage. Do I want to exhaust this? No. I think it's worse. I mean, on one hand, you have more time to play it, but the powers just kind of seem worse to me. It'd be really cool if this thing was dead right now. Why does Diadem do that? Kind of set up. Turbo 2. Time to make the deck a lot worse and add that. Yeah, I'm good. Go for the eyes. We have upgraded on Null already, so probably not. And history course. Diadem history course. I mean, whatever. Doesn't even proc here, GG. I'm kind of just like enjoying the new characters more than like anything else right now. Garbage. Unless you take Gunk Up for our flat cannon, we're totally gonna get. Probably should not have done that, by the way. My bad. To freak out. for absolutely no reason. Surely I'll just like walk into the end of the game and then win, right? History course Frostlands, pretty fun. What if I just keep playing Frostlands every turn? Can I just like hands off keyboard now and just play Frostlands every turn? Does it work like that? I don't think it does, right? I mean, maybe. Maybe. Infinite. If I play Shatter here, just like full blocks, right? Basically. Like a hotfix or something. I don't know if this is actually gonna go well because I can't block here, but I think I just like slam it, yeah. Okay. Good potion. Hailstorm, wow. Excellent stuff. This fight is the most nothing burger fight in the entire game. I don't understand what the purpose of this fight is. Low key. I don't know if anyone knows. What is the purpose of this fight? I should have, well, actually it's fine. Ice Lance, Boblom. I'll give you the same advice that I gave somebody else earlier, which is just watch good players play and try to figure out what you would be doing before they do it. Because you're, like, generic advice just doesn't really work because I don't know what you're necessarily doing wrong, right? I don't know why I played that, by the way. That's how you, like, die, huh? But you need to be watching people. I mean, don't need to. You can learn on your own, but it is like a shortcut to watch people, basically. Because, like, if you're just watching someone that's good and then they do something that you would have never thought of, then that's a huge learning moment, right? I know Ice Storm just doesn't do anything at this point. The damage is completely irrelevant. 6 damage per turn is just nothing compared to what you need to be doing at this point in the run. Do I want to try to kill without Pendib? No, I don't really want to try, to be honest. Recommendations, Opem, who's in the chat, I think, Knave Greed, VM Service, all the people I'm doing podcasts with, Baylor. There's like a billion people that are really good. True, Opem's plugging my YouTube, let's go. It's my goat. Tier lists are there to give you a framework. That's it. Like Barrage here is actually significant damage with Pendib, and I have a lot of orb slots, right? And like free upgrade, and need to kill the enemies at some point. I don't feel like fighting Elitas because I'm lazy. This will also push damage. Like 6 damage is not relevant, but this damage is. Yeah, watching is definitely the cheat code for getting better faster, for sure. The Ice Lance of the Heavens. I don't know if it always goes on the same guy. I don't think it does. Copying Chill here is so broken. Look at this. Forcing Infinite? Not anymore. Not on this patch, at least. This is the Reptomancer Chill combo right there. Okay, can I, like, continue to just kind of vibe? Or what? Curious. I should have good thing. We are recording a podcast tonight, literally in like 10 minutes. Alright, watch this. Whatcha? I don't know if this is actually good though. I have a glacier next turn. How bad could it be? You eat breakfast faster? I mean, you have time. You have time. We don't have to be like right on time, I don't think, because we have a little bit. It's not live. No, not live. We need to do tech stuff. We would 100% have to do tech shit. I think past there is not even positive, really. Yeah, you shouldn't look at a tier list and then just be like, end all, be all, placement determines everything. Just listen to what they're saying. That's every tier list. You just need to listen. Yeah, me, Opem, Nave Greed, VM Service. That's the current lineup. We'll have guests too at some point. This guy can't really do anything to me, I don't think. So silly. You skipped it and died. Skill issue? What channel? It's gonna be on mine, but we're gonna be collaborating on it. So YouTube has a function where you can sort of set it up for everyone to get pushed it from everyone's sub box. So anyone that I just mentioned will also have it posted. Yeah, like, I don't know. People like today were telling me, it's like, oh, you said Snakebite was bad, but like you pick it. And I was like, yeah, it's still bad. Like, this literally doesn't fucking change anything. I don't know. Like, it's supposed to be some gotcha or something, but like, it's not. Like, good players pick the bad cards because they know when to pick them. That's like the whole idea. I mean, yeah, it's just people coming from like different kinds of games, I think, that don't understand the idea in this one. Can I panic button? Oh. Or not. I should have done shatter at the end and then it's dead, but like, don't know. Eh, whatever, man. I'm just gonna heal up with Eternal Feather, like, who cares? The Giga Blood Vial. I don't care about any of this. A singular point of focus. 2 points of focus. Wow, that was exciting. The run's over. That run's over, guys. That run's over. I mean, I don't care if George thinks Snakebite is good. I don't think it's good, but he can feel that way and have his reasons, and you should just listen to what he has to say, because he's a good player. That's all I will say. Anyone just like... Maybe not. Okay, maybe I am. Holy? Wait, it's gonna exhaust it now. Fuck no! I forgot about that interaction. Wait, no, it doesn't. Wait, what? I thought it did. Did they change this or am I dumb? Losing null. I will use some resources here. Oh, I should have done this because I can copy it and then next turn it's like just perma weak. Okay, whatever. George has good win rates. I mean, here's the thing. I have like 100% win rate with Snakebite and think it's bad. But also, win rates in this game are completely meaningless because, like, basically, if you're trying, you should win every run right now. Like, it just doesn't matter, you know? Like, stats in this game are, like, really muddied by context. It's very pointless. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's just because, like, someone else is a good player says something that, like, I just don't really care, you know? It does not matter to me. No duping my panic button for no reason. Also, stats are just one of those things that you can make, like, you can manipulate them to do whatever you want. That's the problem. And before anyone gets on my ass, I literally saw people do this when I was doing research. Like, I was working in a lab all day, and then I see people just, like, write papers all the time that just don't make any sense. They just, like, manipulate stats to make their point look better, and it just doesn't, it does not add up. Why is your door doing this? It's a beta branch. So it's just a different fight, basically. I was working on cancer research. Are you comparing academic fraud to Slay the Spire stats? I mean, it's not even academic fraud. It's just people do that shit all the time to try and make their point. Like, it's not really fraud. Also, you see what I mean when it's like I see the potion belt thing and I just don't want to play this run anymore because, like, I'm literally just yapping, clicking random cards, thinking nothing, no thoughts at all, and then he just rolls over and dies. Like, wow, that was exciting, guys. Really exciting stuff. Yeah, DM Frost is quite strong. Just... oh man. Silly stuff. Silly stuff. Like, oh no, I'm gonna take damage. Oh god, what? What do you mean I can just play 8,000 cards? I mean, I'll take damage anyways. I just don't really care because I have like 8,000 resources. Also, I could have killed with the multicast, but we just choose not to for some reason. Don't worry about it because now I can multicast for 3. Holy, look at this. Free value? Insane. Characters ranked. Silent for sure is top. I'm not really sure about the rest of them. They're all so close that I have a very hard time wanting to rank the other ones. Or I should have weak potted, by the way. I guess I will do that now. But honestly, the other ones are so close that it's really impossible to tell. I don't think anyone's good enough yet to really have a formulated opinion on it. Necro's Act 1 is a little dubious. So there's no way... Necro is nowhere close to Silent, by the way. It's not even kind of close. Like, Silent is so unbelievably broken. I don't even know how to describe how much better she is than the rest of the cast. Yeah, it's not really close, unfortunately. Also, wow, that was super engaging. Super engaging. Right on time, by the way. 50 minutes. We're 1 minute ahead of schedule. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen, guys. I'm gonna raid somebody, and then we're gonna do the podcast, and I'll be back in like 2.5 hours. Maybe 3. Something around that. I don't know how long it's gonna take us to record, but after we end the podcast, I'll be back. And then me and Opim will do Blindfold. Also, Opim, I don't know if you want to also stream that, because we both can, I guess. I think for video purpose, you probably should so the quality's better, so I'm not just recording your screen share. Yeah. Also, it's just like, why not? We can do the stream together thing. I think you're allowed to do that, right? I've never done it, but it should be pretty easy, right? Yeah. That makes a lot of sense, right? And then people like are asking less questions. And that way our chats are merged. I think the one thing you'll have to do is you'll probably have to look at my YouTube chat. And if anything is important or you want to type to them or whatever, then you can. Or at least like someone needs to moderate it, because if someone starts like typing a bunch of slurs, I can't see it. So at the very least that. Podcast where? We're going to record it offline and then post it on YouTube. Moderating 3 chats? No. The Twitch ones are combined. You'll just have to look at one. If you do the stream together thing, then it's all just going to be in yours. It will just tell you whose chat it comes from. There'll be like a picture. And then it should work out fine. But yeah, anyways. Be back in like 2 to 3 hours. Let's find someone to raid. I haven't raided Papa since like the start of Spire. Really? Okay, Spire 2. Spire 1, we raided each other all the time, but did he got like a Baylor raid or something. He's got a shit ton of viewers right now, actually. Maybe I raid Frost then. Who else is live? Yeah, let's raid Frost. Papa has like a bajillion viewers right now. Okay, yeah, be back in like 2 to 3 hours, guys. So set your alarms, whatever. If you want to see someone play Spire blindfolded, then you know, we'll be doing that. Okay, see ya, bye.